Hey y'all, day 3 of our booty challenge. So I read personal development a lot. Like every day I plug into some kind of personal development, be it a podcast, a book, whatever it is. I was reading in a book the other day. It's called I Am That Girl, and it's just about finding your passion and like living your passion and being the you that you are, like being that girl, not another girl, not somebody else, like being you. And one of the sentences in the book said, you build your confidence by celebrating the small wins in your life. So I just want you to take a second today before we dive into this workout to think about what your wins have been so far this week. Like you're on day 3 and you're here and you've pushed play, like that's a win. If this is a completely new lifestyle for you and you're not used to being active, or you haven't done anything consistently in 5 months or 6 months or whatever it is, like it's a win for you to be here on day 3. So what else have you done this week that in your mind constitutes a win? It doesn't matter how big or how small you think it is. It's the little teeny ones sometimes that we forget to celebrate that are actually the really freaking big deals that grow into be the big deal, So celebrate your small wins today. Celebrate your big wins today. Tell us below. Share in the comments what you feel like you deserve celebrating yourself for. I'm excited to read them. All right. So for today's workout, we're just going to start with one that I love. You might not. I don't know. We'll have to see. But it's just called squat pulses. So it's very simple. We're just going to start by going into a squat position. Again, I'm keeping time over here, so I'm trying to like time it out for when we start. So we're going to go right about now. You're just going to drop down into a squat and just stay here and pulse. And it burns, but it is such a good way to build your muscles. I don't know if a lot of you follow me or not, but if you do, you know that I really love PiYo. It's a combination of Pilates and yoga. And so you would say that this could be sort of like a Pilates movement, because you're just doing small movements in a big muscle group that really, really, really burns. And it just works your muscles in a different way than, say, if you are doing a full-on squat with weights. It's just, it works the filaments in your muscles a different way. If you're at this point, by the way, we have about 15 seconds left. If you need to come up, stretch your legs out, drop right back in. That's totally okay. You can definitely do that. If you need to come up a little bit, modify it some. You can do that. Make this work for you. Don't quit. That's the most important thing. Modify, don't quit. All right, and stretch your legs out. That was a quick 50 seconds, right? Shake them out a little bit. All right. Our next move is called grass pickers. Whew. I think because I'm recording these back to back, my legs are tight. Okay, so the next one is called grass pickers. I don't know if you guys remember the bullfrog. So this one is kind of like that, except with the bullfrog we were just jumping, right? Okay, so with grass pickers we're gonna go down and bring our legs together. Okay, so we will give this a go here in 3, 2, and 1. Hang on, I'm doing math in my head. Trying to figure out when we need to stop. Okay. Oh, and by the way, when you get, so I went forward 5 times and then I went backwards 5 times. You can change that however you need to based on the amount of space that you have. We're about halfway done, y'all. If you need to modify it a little bit, you can do that too. You can either not go down as far and still do your jumps, or you can go down and step in. Does that make sense? So however you want to do it. Like I said before, just don't quit. Modify as needed. And stop. Woo. The thing I love about, by the way, all of these moves are not things that I just created. They're all things that I've pulled mostly from different Beachbody programs. Like the grass pickers one is from, oh my God, I can't talk. It's from Shift Shop. If y'all were following me a couple weeks ago, I just wrapped that program up. But the thing I love about them is that, we're not just doing boring old squats, boring old lunges. Like we're gonna do some lunges, but we're giving it a little bit of And because you feel out of breath right now, that means we're also working our cardiovascular system, so we're burning calories kind of double, y'all, because we're working our cardio and we're also working the biggest muscle groups in our body. When you work your legs, you work these big muscle groups, those are muscle groups that continue to burn calories for you as you go throughout the day. That's where your nutrition comes into play, because when you're giving your body awesome nutrition and you're also working your body out and you're burning these great calories and you're feeding it the right way, weight loss is just a natural byproduct of that. It's a healthy form of weight loss. It's a lasting form of weight loss. All right, sorry guys. That was more like a 35-second break. But so for our next one, we're gonna do those glute bridges again, like we did on Monday. And I don't have my rug. Let's see, I'm gonna have to move this down a little bit. Okay, so again, we're flat. Come up on your toes if you want to give your hamstrings a chance to have some extra work. Check my time here. Okay, so bottoms are up and down. Here we go, 50 seconds. Up and down. So if you did this on Monday and you're feeling pretty good about it, you can give yourself an extra challenge by lifting up one leg. And as you come up, you just try to shoot that leg through the ceiling. Like you want to come up with force. And again, squeeze your leg at the top, okay? You can switch legs. Let me check the time. We got about 10 seconds. Again, you're using your abs, you got that pulled in, you're squeezing your bottom at the top, and rest. Okay, so that's 3 moves down. We got 2 more to go. Kind of like yesterday, I'm choosing 2 to end with, sort of winds you down. So if you're on round 1 and you're getting ready to go into round 2, this is your opportunity to let your heart rate kind of naturally start coming down before you go starting over at the beginning and bringing your heart rate back up. So we're going to do just like yesterday. We're going to finish out with lunges. We're going to go right first and then left, except we're going to do side lunges this time. All right, so we're going to go here in about 5 seconds. And I'll just explain kind of the movement as we start. So step to the right and now. Keep this leg straight, not like up and back, guys. Sorry, I forgot we were timing already. You want to keep this leg straight without locking your knee out, is what I was trying to say. And keep this left foot planted all the way on the floor. You don't want your toe to come up. You want to leave it all the way, I probably can't even see my foot that well. Leave it all the way on the floor. Sink down into this leg as much as you can. Okay? Keep that knee behind the ankles. Protect your knee. We got about 5 seconds left. You should start to feel this in your butt. It's not one that you really feel in your butt from the get-go, and you can stop now. We'll rest for a few seconds. It's not one that you really feel in your butt right from the get-go. I always notice it when it's almost over. Like, mercy, tap out. I can feel it now. All right, so in 3, 2, and 1, we're gonna go left. And again, keep this leg straight without locking your knee out. Keep your right foot planted on the ground. I meant to say this before and I forgot. If y'all keep going, please. If you have weights or soup cans and you want to add a little something to this, you can go down with weights. And you just kind of frame your knee with them. Nothing crazy. You don't need to go, touching the floor or anything. But you can just add some resistance there. Keep your core tucked in. And rest, guys. Okay. So that's the end of round 1 for Wednesday's workout. Let's see. I told you the modification for the weights. as you're going through these, again, guys, don't be afraid to slow down or to, increase and challenge yourself. Make these moves work for you. Don't just do exactly what I do. If you need to decrease it or if you need to increase it, you can do that. All right, I am gonna go record tomorrow's after I catch my breath for a minute, and y'all are doing great. Keep it up. Remember, if you're only on round 1, go back, push play again, and then if you're feeling up to it, push play again for round 3. Also, another reminder really quickly, go back and do the cool up, I can't even talk, I'm so tired. The warm up and cool down so that you're giving yourself plenty of stretching before and after these moves. All right, talk to y'all soon.